How big is Bruce in addition to your staff?
Bruce is going to be great. You know, it's I didn't hire him because I know him. I mean, I could have hired him 3 years ago when I hired Perry Clark. It was just about knowing him. He had, you know, he's young. He had just gotten an opportunity at Towson, which I picked up the phone and called Pat Scurry, and I said, you know, 4 years ago, I called Pat. I said, Pat, Bruce is going to be a star, man. But, you know, you need to really consider this, and he did, and hired him. And here we are 3 years later, and Bruce has been just tremendous in his job. His passion for people, for kids, his passion to work is pretty powerful. And I'm excited for what he's going to bring. He's going to help our guys, and that's what it's about.
And obviously, it's been a pretty big week for you with a couple of awards. How special is that to get all these community awards, get the key to the city, and then get honored with the fatherhood thing? Is that kind of surreal?
Well, you know, I really haven't done anything for the city of Miami in a long time. It's you know, I was born there, and that'll always be my home, my birthplace, and family and friends there, people that shape me into the man that I am today. And you know, I was caught off guard with that moment. I didn't know that was coming, and it was something that personally was going to stick with me for a long, long time. It was unbelievable. And then obviously the award, you know, with Global Partners for fatherhood, special, because that's you know, my ultimate responsibility in life is that as a father, and to prepare young people, not just my children, to go out and do things that are expected of men, and to hold them accountable. So when it's their turn in society, society's a better place, and that they impact society in a positive way. So it's those are things that are deep in my heart, and being honored that morning, special moment for me.
What about this point guard you got from a transfer from Delaware?
Yeah.
Like he's people have seen him play. Says he's pretty tough, aggressive kid.
Yeah.
Yes, he will.
Yeah, Scott. You know, Kory Holden is who you're speaking about. You know, Kory's a multi-talented young man. Can really score, can shoot, can pass. Has a great feel for how to play. I saw Kory in high school. I liked him a lot. And never really attacked them in recruiting in high schools. I didn't think we won't be able to get in there because the word was he wanted to stay close to home. But this time around, I did. I took a chance, and he loved hearing and from me and us, and loved the opportunity. Absolutely loved his visit, and we were able to figure that one out. I'm excited. He's a real good player.
What's the biggest adjustment he's going to have to make going from the CAA to the SEC?
I don't think it's as big an adjustment as most folks will think. CAA has great guard play.
Yep.
The biggest change for guards coming into the SEC is size. All of a sudden, everyone's bigger. The centers are bigger. The guards are bigger. You know, but I think he'll make the adjustment, and he's a high-level player. And you know, as he sits out this year, having to practice every day against Sindarius and Dwayne and the guys in place, PJ, he'll get used to that high-level size, and he'll make the adjustments, which will allow him to learn and allow me to learn him, which is the most important part of this whole thing when you take a transfer, is that you get a head start in coaching him so you understand what makes him go as people. So then the year he becomes eligible, he's better prepared to go.
You raved all season about the leadership that the seniors provided.
Yep.
Who's going to, besides perhaps always doing it with Sindarius, who else besides Sindarius is going to step up and be the leaders for the team next season?
Yes, Sindarius, Dwayne, Justin,
Yep.
PJ. That's going to have to come from that core guys. You know, PJ learned a lot this past year. He understood just how hard it is, and he's been great here in the off season. But those four guys, you know, Sindarius was part of that leadership group last year. The seniors were great, but so were the juniors, and I expect Sindarius, Dwayne, and Justin, along with PJ's help, those four guys to really kind of carry the torch when it comes to that.
Talk about the importance of the I-95 corridor from D.C. up through New York into the Northeast as far as recruiting goes for your program, and how Bruce kind of helps that.
Yeah, it's I've always recruited those areas. It's just as an assistant coach, I recruited those areas. I've recruited Florida, D.C., Baltimore, Jersey, New York. I've never really gotten into Philly. We're starting to get into Philly a little bit. But Bruce continues to help us in that department. He's a high school coach in the area. He's in Bladensburg, Maryland, to be exact. Coached AAU basketball there. When I hired him at K-State, he was in that pocket. And now having gone back to Towson and spending the last 4 years recruiting that area, not only does he have some lifelong relationships since that's his home, but now he also has some experiences as a Division I assistant coach recruiting the area, which is two different animals. And but that's important to us, and I'm excited for that opportunity there.